What's going on, people? It's Mr. Dog back again with the previous show. I hope everyone's fit and well. And yes, league action is back away. So looking forward to that. If you are new to my channel, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you know, and comment below, people. What is your score prediction? I've done a poll as well, as usual. Who's going to win? Bournemouth, Forest, or draw? But before I do talk about the game, I've got my sponsor for the first time on my channel from now to the end of the season. Shout out to Paul Wright. He's kindly enough to sponsor my channel. He does plumbing and gas. So if anyone, any Forest fan, any football fan, that is, plus Paul Wright is a Forest fan as well. Need any help with public gas and plumbing, please holler at him. His link is in the description, and any email as well. Please go and support Paul Wright. Like I said, he's a fantastic guy. I've been talking a lot, and I said he's kindly enough sponsoring my DoreOnTour channel to the end of the month. So please do. Like I said, the link is in the description, so please help him out. Right, let's talk about this guy. And this guy's got a smirk on his face because last time we spoke, he was confident, and that guy was, I can't bother saying his name, Dan Solanke.
He's a legend, mate. He's a
No,
legend.
he's annoying.
He's a legend.
He's annoying. People in the comments, how do you think about Daniel Solanke? He's absolutely annoying. Scored hat trick, left foot, right foot, head. That's a proper striker, people. Why can't we have a player? We've got Tower, wasn't he? We've got a fantastic striker, but come on. The legend's back. Craig. I did, Craig.
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. I've worn this shirt just for you, mate.
Thanks. Why? Why?
You probably recognise this, from that season where there was a little bit of wind, at Dean Court.
Okay.
Of course.
Are you getting the excuses already?
This is the shirt we want promotion in.
Are you getting the excuses already? You think the game might be called off?
No. It's not too windy.
People in the comments, Craig is getting the excuse kick it because it's going to be windy and all that nonsense.
Well, I bloody hope not. I've just bought a new car, so I don't want to bloody dream to fall on that.
What happened? It was your logo that fell off the.
Yeah, it was. It was, something like a logo or letter or something like that. But it was really, really windy. I did send you the videos. It was. Sandbanks was flooded. You couldn't get a car through there.
Didn't see it.
Honestly, mate, it was.
Craig did not see no video. I didn't see no video. I must have gone in my junk mail. I didn't see it. Forest fans, if you did go make that travel to Bournemouth like I did we see any wind, rain? It definitely wasn't raining. It was just a little wind. And Bournemouth thought, we've got 7 or 8 players injured or suspended. We get the game called off because that time Bournemouth had players suspended, injured, and we was on form as well. And we could have beat you, but no, you had to call it off.
And then, of course, what happened was Phil Billing, one of your favourite.
Why are you mentioning him? Another player that I despise.
Passed it to Kiefer Moore. Kiefer Moore won't be playing.
He's gone. He's gone to happy with that.
And of course, put it in the back of the net. But yeah, some very good memories that day. But I was pleased for you. You come and joined us anyway. And to be honest, here's a question actually for all the Forest fans watching. Looking back, I know it was probably at the time, bloody hell, we've got to go through the playoffs. But looking back, because you were successful in the playoffs, was that better than going up in second spot?
It was more because, like I said, I've never been Wembley before, so having that experience on that going Wembley, it was something that I'll never forget because it was an amazing day going Wembley and beating Sheffield United as well. At their place and winning on penalties, it's still an amazing day. But yeah, if we did ever go down, I'd prefer to go top 2, if I'm honest. But I won't change it. I won't change it now because, like I said, we got promoted by, and the final was rubbish. let's keep it real. It wasn't a great game to watch, but we won. We got promoted. That's so yeah.
Most of the time, they are edgy games, aren't they? The Championship playoff
Always
final.
against Bournemouth. It's always edgy. I hate playing you lot. Like I don't despise the Bournemouth. I know there's quite a lot of Forest fans. The only thing I hate about Bournemouth and Forest
Oh,
fans
we
will know.
weren't in the final though, Mr.
Huh?
Doyle. We weren't in the final. We was already promoted by
Yeah,
that
because
point.
you got because we right Forest fans. If you watch the vlog, like there's a vlog out there's in the description as well. We got cheated, and you know it. We got cheated out in that game. You know it, don't you? Yeah, see?
No, 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 no,
Kevin.
no, we did
Yes, you
not
did.
cheat.
Manny
We did
Johnson got
not
fouled.
cheat. We did not cheat.
Forest
Oh
fans,
dear.
if you went to that game, did or watched the game, do you remember Brennan Johnson getting fouled by I don't know who it was? We got cheated in that game.
But then again, we showed our class, when we were in the Premier League,
It's
and
clever
from
free kick.
2-0 down, at the
Oh,
City ground.
I didn't
We
watch
love
it.
coming to
I
we
didn't
love
watch
coming to the
it.
City ground.
I didn't watch it. I went to a wedding. Shout out to Des.
Yeah, oh there we are. That's a cop out.
I did. No. Listen to
I
that.
know you did. I
You
know.
don't know what
I
Des
know.
Oldham was doing on K. Shout out to Devin K. They was getting married on that day. So lucky enough, the wedding was really good, and we lost 3-2. But yeah, it was just I can't remember. So Craig, can we just move on from that game, please?
Well, we can look at this season's game, which was the same scoreline.
It was, right. Come on, right. Let's talk about
You
that.
love
Before we
having
do,
me on. You love having me on.
before we do talk about the game, let me go through the comments. There's nice people watching. Colin, how you doing, Colin? People, if you want to be a member to my channel, and if you're doing any super chats as well, support my channel, please do. And as well, and I want to again shout out to Paul Wright for sponsoring my channel. And if you want any plumbing or gas and work for your house, please do. Link is in the description to message him and contact him. Yeah, it'll be good for him, and he's a Forest fan as well. So please do get in contact with Paul Wright, please. Shout out to Eve. Good evening, Mr. Door. Hope you are. I'm always well, Eve. Good to see you the other day in Arsenal game with you and your Kira. Raz Dad's absolutely legend. Evening, guys. Just hope we don't lose 3-2 again. It's not going to happen, Raz Dads. It's not going to happen. No chance.
Yeah.
Mohammed, Mr. Door, big game on Sunday. Both away. They draw West Ham, so they were knackered against Forest. So I'm saying Bournemouth won Forest 2. Can you remember that game, Craig, when we beat you 2-1?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It does stand out because it's a rarity.
Yeah, exactly. That's who was it? Matty Fryer and Britt Zammalonga. And you know what? My granddad, my daughter's granddad, he was absolutely cheesed off of me because he never went to Bournemouth, and I wanted to go to that game as well. We bloody won, didn't we? Couldn't believe it. And it's still cheesed off with me to this day. But yeah, it is what it is. As well. How you doing, Keith? Evening, both. Nice win for Forest on Sunday. It'd be great, wouldn't it, Keith? I hope I'm just playing to win to wipe that smirk off Craig's face because every time we play him, we don't win. So it would be nice. It would be nice. Stop being cheeky, Craig. Yeah, that's from Mohammed. Stop being cheeky. Yeah, that.
Do you know what? I love playing Nottingham Forest. Because I get to come on here. And I do enjoy the banter that we have. But secondly, it's an easy 3 points each
See
game.
me, like he comes on my channel and he's talking like this. Thanks. Please hit like button as well, people, if you can. And Peter, how are you doing? Right, before we do, let's talk about the game from City Ground because we got absolutely cheated, and you know it. We got cheated with the sending off. Was just an absolute disgrace. And if Bonnie didn't get sent off, we would have beat you easy, wouldn't it?
It's all ifs and buts. It's all ifs and buts. There we are. Well, there is a saying, but it's probably a little bit rude to say on this channel.
If it's rude, don't say it. There's kids watching this.
All right, yeah, I shan't say it.
Don't say it.
I'll tell you afterwards. But to be fair, yeah, I think it was a disgraceful decision.
Yeah,
it was a disgraceful decision.
yeah, it was a disgraceful decision.
To be honest, if there was ever a
Your
foul,
player should have been sent off.
no,
Your player should
no,
have been sent.
no.
Who was it again?
I think it was Smithy, wasn't it? I'm
Yes,
sure it was
he should have been
Smithy.
sent off. Give me the
No,
chat.
no, no,
You can't
no,
challenge him.
no,
Yes,
no.
of course it
I
was.
don't think anybody should have been sent off. But I
Your
think
player
it was.
got by his foot. I think it was.
Well,
Yeah.
believe it or not, on my channel, I actually interviewed Mark Housey after
Did
that
you?
game. Yeah. Well, it was before the QPR game actually. So, of course, we played QPR in the third round. Mark Housey, if you didn't know, is a QPR fan. And I always go onto Mark, and Mark's a great guy. I moan about decisions that's gone against us. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do something different. And I flagged that up. And yeah, to be honest, I think he pretty much agreed with me. He agreed with me that Bolly should not have been sent off. No
Your
way.
player should have been sent off.
Why? A, did it not go to VAR? B, why can't they overturn a yellow card? Because that's what it was.
Yeah.
Was because if it was a straight red card, they could have reviewed it and overturned it. But because it was 2 yellow cards, it's effectively what is a totting up offence. They can't review it, and I think that's stupid. So yeah, even though we were much the better side that day, I think, to be honest, you shouldn't have been down to 10 men.
Yeah, we would have won. You know that.
No, it would have. It just made it a lot easier for us.
How?
We still would have got 3 points.
Solanke would have been in Bolly's back pocket.
No,
Yes.
Solanke was on form. He was
Was on
really
force. Yeah, he was
enjoying
on
it, and he even does the old bow and arrow.
Yeah, and he nicked that out Brendan Johnson. Shout out to Brendan. Yeah. He nicked out Brendan Johnson. You knew that.
I think they both nicked it off Robin Hood, to be perfectly honest.
Stupid.
But,
He nicked off Brendan Johnson. That's what it is. But yeah, like I said, that game, I said Slanky was just on fire, scoring 3 goals with his head, left foot, right foot. That's what the strikers do. Are you surprised that you kept him? You kept him in January?
No, and I'll tell you why. I spoke to Alan Pardew about this, and of course, Arsenal have been linked, West Ham have been linked, Spurs have been linked, Newcastle have been linked. So there's a lot of teams that are after him. Will we keep him in the summer? No, not a hope in hell. We haven't got a hope in hell of keeping Solanke, because I think more people will come in with bigger offers. I think, the figure is 80 million. Alan Pardew disagreed with me. He said 60 million rubles put in front of our face. We would take it. But I don't think, Solanke's one of those players that's a little bit irreplaceable for us at the moment, because our other option was Kiefer Moore. We've now got Enes Ünal, who is, of course, a Turkey international from Getafe. Yeah. In fact, very, very good statistics. Plays a very similar way to Solanke. Probably a little bit more of a target man and a poacher. But again, I think a very, very, very sensitive. That's an Iriola signing all day long. But I think we needed. To be honest, I'm still not happy with just the 2 strikers. I think we need, a third as backup. But Kiefer Moore was never going to be that. The problem with
the first striker, I think Kiefer Moore. I was surprised you let him go to Ipswich. If I'm honest, because like I said, he's one of them players that can come on like 10 minutes, like last 10 minutes, like Chris Wood can for Forest. But I was surprised that you let him go. But what was your thoughts on it?
Hand on heart, I don't think Kiefer Moore is a Premier League player. Although I think he would be more suited to other teams in the league, who are, long ball merchants, ugly football. A team like Nottingham Forest, for example. I'm joking.
You know what I mean? He's trying to trigger me. He's trying to trigger me for
No. No, he
in the
just
chat.
enjoy,
Get at Craig. Get at Craig, man.
he
You know what?
enjoys. All he does is enjoy scoring against you.
He
That's
does.
what
I know he
he
does.
does.
And it's annoying.
But Kiefer Moore, joking aside, I always love having a laugh with you. I think he would be suited for a team like Everton. A team that will get balls into the box. Just try and get some head on it. That's the sort of team that he's suited for. His pace isn't there, and he can't play Areola style. And unfortunately, he's a legend for that game in
Yeah.
itself. He's a legend for that game in itself, as you can imagine, and scoring that goal. But personally, I think his time here is done, unfortunately.
People, please do hit the like button if you can and subscribe to my channel as well. And make sure everyone's going to subscribe to Craig's channel. Craig, talk about your channel.
Yeah, of course. So it's called Up the Cherries in All Departments, UTCIAD. It's been compared to a lot of things, but it means Up the Cherries in All Departments. It's not a sexual sexual infection. That's what somebody said. I said, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah. People, go and subscribe, man. Go and subscribe.
Yeah, what we do is we have special guests on, such as Mr. Door. We've had loads of people actually recently. We had Chris Akabusi on. We had Peter Hooton from the farm. Damon Minchella come on last season. And do you remember a program called The Call Centre?
No. People in the chat, can you remember it? People in the chat. What's it called?
The Call Centre. It was set in Swansea, and there was a guy called Nev, and one of the stars of the show was a guy called Chicken Head, and we got Chicken Head on. Chicken Head.
What's that all about? It's all about.
Mate, honestly, it's So please check us out. Subscribe. It's all banter, isn't it?
It's all love, people. Like I said, go on, please go and subscribe to the channel.
Exactly.
Link is in the title as well. People, like I said, please hit the like button as well for my channel. Another player that I think I was at Bournemouth Forest Paper City. I was speaking to a Bristol City fan, and Scott. What a player for you lot. I like him. Can we take him?
It's a bloody great signing. No, you can't.
I'll take him. I know what. If you want to swap Scott for that other player that you used to play for you lot, Harry Arter, I'll take that all day long.
You can forget about that one because
why? He's a legend for Bournemouth, isn't he?
Harry Arter is a legend.
He's a legend for Bournemouth, isn't he?
But probably nobody else.
He's a legend for Bournemouth.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but Scott is outstanding. He is.
So let's swap him then. We'll swap him.
Scott will play for England.
Definitely.
Scott will be a £100 million player.
No, I won't say that now.
I do. No, honestly, I do. He links up the play. He's just quality, mate. Yeah, he is quality. There's.
He's not better than Morgan Gibbs White.
Oh, come on, mate.
Craig. Now you're trying to. Come on, man.
He's quality.
Are you having a laugh?
He's quality.
He's
honestly
good,
think.
But Morgan Gibbs White's better.
No, not in a million
Who's
years.
better? Who's better? Scott or Gibbs White? I know there's quite a lot of Forest fans going to say Gibbs White, but Scott is good. Scott is good. He's a baller.
He's so intelligent for a young man.
Gibbs White's intelligent.
I'm not saying he isn't, but he's not to the level of Scott. I tell you what, I'm just enjoying him whilst he's here because I think, we will lose him. He will go.
Forest.
No, he won't go to Forest. He won't go to Forest because he
don't
want to go back to the Championship. But I'm really joking. I love ribbing you. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. But
Peter knows. Gibbs White is actually clear without a doubt. Cheers, Peter. See, is clear.
No,
great. Just be honest.
Alex
I'm not going to say this and that. You just be honest.
Honestly, Alex,
you are going to stick up for Scott. Like I said Scott is a good player, but not better than Gibbs White.
I'll tell you another
Oh,
player.
form-wise, Scott, I think Scott's there. He's all right, but he's right.
Turning on the ball, his intelligence, his passing. You know, I can't think of many mistakes he's made. I don't think he's made a mistake, to be perfectly honest. You know, the only concern with him is injuries.
Mm.
That's the biggest concern for me, is injuries. But he come here injured, so that's a rarity in itself because we had Nicholas Jackson agreed, and I think we
Yeah,
avoided.
last January, you was close to signing, weren't you?
Yeah, we dodged a bullet on that.
Why?
I just I just don't
I,
rate
I
him.
was the thing. The thing with Jackson, because he's playing with a team with £1 billion. I
Hmm.
think he could have played with low expectations. No, I know disrespect Bournemouth. I think he could have done well for you lot. Because like I said, Chelsea are got players spending billions on everyone. So
Well, we're not far behind Chelsea ourselves.
you're better than Chelsea at the moment. I put this. You are better than Chelsea. Like Forest are. Have you beat Chelsea yet?
No, we haven't
Oh, so you
beaten.
didn't beat them.
But we
Then
we were
Craig
we
beating
were
Chelsea.
their Achilles heel for
Craig,
years.
Chelsea beating Chelsea is not for, beating Chelsea is not for everyone.
Mate, we've beaten 4-0 there before.
This season,
Not this season, no.
what's the score?
No. Well, we haven't played them there so
What's the
far.
score?
We drew with them.
Oh, he didn't win.
No, we didn't
Oh,
win.
we beat him.
However,
We beat him.
however,
People in the chat, we beat him.
that's-
Tell,
come on,
people
come on. How many did you beat them by?
1-0
We went.
at their patch.
We went
At their
Stamford
patch.
Bridge and beat them 4-0 before.
This season.
Not this season. No.
All right then. Okay.
No.
That's
No.
all.
No. I'll
That's all.
tell you what. That's a feather in our cap. That really. You know,
Oh, days.
it's like beating Manchester United. Although saying that you have.
Oh yeah.
Haven't you?
Okay. Well, all right then. We'll take
We
that.
trounced Manchester
You
United.
did. You
And
did.
you know, a lot of people saying, Man United weren't very good, weren't very good.
We beat Man U. We beat Man
Yeah,
U.
exactly. You beat Man United,
We
but
beat Man
just
U.
not
We
3-0.
lost to them at their patch. It was cheated again by the ref.
Well, let's be honest. They cheat all the time, don't they,
Yeah.
Man United?
People, please do hit the like button, please. It helps me a lot. Great. Let's talk about your manager.
Yeah.
Are you happy with him?
Do you know what? I'm absolutely delighted with him. But if you watch back, this is how fickle football fans are, me
You've
included.
been there.
So back in, was it October? We got beat by Everton 3-0.
You did. Yeah.
It was shit. It was it was worse than shit.
Mm.
Everton were poor. We were just terrible.
Was that home? Was it
Away.
home? Away.
Away. We don't
Mm.
really like going up to Merseyside. And yeah, got beat 3-0 by them. And I made a statement at that time that Iriola has to go. We've been beaten by a very, very poor side. To be honest, the Everton fans kind of agreed with me. We've been beaten by a poor side. And I suggested, and I got a bit of a ribbon for this, I suggested Jesse Marsh. Now there's logic to this. There's logic before anybody starts jumping down my throat and saying, that I'm
Yeah, I'm
an
the first
idiot.
one.
Um,
Jesse March. Awful
Jesse
manager.
Marsh. Jesse Marsh. Jesse
Awful.
Marsh.
Awful
Yeah.
man.
He looks a little bit like Jeremy Kyle, doesn't he? Just with
He
very
does. He does
American
as well.
accent.
Yeah, he
If you
does. He
do you know
does.
what? If you watch Simon Jordan's interview with Jesse Marsh, it's his
I need to watch
quality.
that. I need to watch that.
It he's one of those people, right? If you put him in a job interview, he'd smash it all day long. He comes across as so intelligent, talks the talk, and then they get to do the job, and you realise they don't have a Scooby Doo what they're doing.
Mm.
That is Jesse Marsh. But my logic here, I did think, by playing Jesse Marsh's style,
Mm.
he would have got us results that Iriola wasn't at the start of the season. Knew Tyler Adams, knew Sinistera, knew about Max Aarons. So there was a good knowledge of our team. You know, of course, they come down here and we beat them 4-1. That was after Jesse Marsh, left them. We went up there and got beat 4-3 last season. And I thought, this man probably knows how to get a tune out of these players. And I thought, American owners, it makes sense. Did I want him? No, most definitely not. But I thought at that time, what's the other options? Big Sam? No, I don't really want Big Sam. Frank Lampard? Don't want Lampard. Great player, but
No, yeah, great player, but
yeah, sometimes players, players don't make great managers, like Wayne Rooney, for example.
Who?
Wayne Rooney.
Great manager.
Wayne Rooney. Well, let's be honest. He only got Derby
Great
County.
player. Great
Yeah,
player, mate.
great player. He only got.
That's a great manager.
What's that? Sorry.
That's a great manager or great player. That's a great player.
Oh, he was a great player, but not
Yeah,
great
great player.
manager.
Great
But I tell you what, the only reason he got Derby County into the
Who?
playoffs that season,
Who?
Derby County, your friends. You can't see. You have to look quite far down though to see them nowadays. Can't see them about. But it was only because they broke every fucking rule going. Excuse my French. Oops, sorry. See, all the Forest fans are going to love me now. They're like, do you know what? I'm going to go and subscribe to him now. He's just slagged off Derby. The best way. They fucking cheated, and then
no, because you just mentioned about the cheating. What's your thoughts on the Forest situation with PSR? What's your thoughts on it?
PSR.
Yeah, we might be getting up to points that it's the PSR.
Oh, this. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what this is? I'm not a big fan of this, mate. I'll be perfectly honest. I think if you are going to do Everton and you're going to do Nottingham Forest, you have to do Manchester City, you have to do Chelsea, you have to do Manchester United, you have to do Liverpool, because let's be honest, there's a lot more teams historically who have broken those rules. The Everton thing, one charge, Man City have got 115, and they're saying that they can't bring their what was the date on it? It was like autumn this year. Now the season would have been finished by then. Mate, it's an absolute bloody joke. I've got to be honest, it's an absolute joke. And none of the teams should be deducted points until they get, hold of Manchester City.
I think Everton the first lot of points deducted. Their result will be Monday, I think. I don't know if I am right. Richie's here, Everton fan. How you doing, Richie? Richie, when do you get your points deduction verdict back? I don't know what it is. When it is,
it needs to be reduced. It needs to be reduced. I know that that's not going to be good for Forest. It's not going to be good for Luton. It might not even be good for us because it might put Everton above us. But in the fairness of sport, I'm sorry, but those points should never have been deducted in the first place. I really don't think, Manchester, let's be honest, if you are going to do Everton and Forest, Chelsea and Manchester City are going to be facing championship football next season, not Champions League, championship.
Before we do, I got a super chat from the man himself, Lefty FCFC, for his crew. Thank you for the £9.99, man. Legend, Lefty. And this is the one, Paul Wright. He's the one that sponsors my channel as well. So please do. Absolutely legend. £9.99. Thank you for the £9.99. Like I say, he's sponsoring my channel. So if you do want any plumbing or gas work happening at your house, please do. His link is in the description, on Facebook, or even email him. So any family or friends or anyone, please do. And like I said, he's a Forest fan as well. So please help him a lot. But left there, thank you for the £9.99. Absolutely legend. I said, question.
Go on.
I know Black Bournemouth were doing well. Like I said, they were. But do you think you'll stay up? Do you think both teams will go down?
We'll stay up. We'll stay up.
You stay up.
Yeah, I'm certain of that. To be honest, I don't think we're that far away. I think the bottom two are poor. Burnley and Sheffield United this season.
Yeah.
Are
Do you think Luton then? What do you think of Luton? Do you think
Luton could
it's a
stay up.
strange one because they all play like let's give Luton their credit to them. They're playing
Mm.
fantastic. Was it 4-0 against Brighton? A good Brighton team as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
And if Forest, for me personally, mate, if we do get 10 points deduction, it is what it is. We got to we broke the rules, and it happens.
But
But
I don't think you can look at it like that.
yeah, we
If
have
they're
to.
going to deduct
It's
10
right.
points from Forest, you
If
have
we
to do
did
it
what
for Man
Everton's
D.
doing, if we do what Everton's doing, and just put in Premier League is a blah 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 this and that, it'd just be embarrassing for our sake. But I don't,
I'm sorry, mate.
talking about who will go down. Like I said, Luton are doing well. Forest, like Nuno is still getting used to the team and that, and he's got a window in. But the problem is like Dick Craig and people in the chat as well. If you want to get involved, please get involved. Do you think Forest should go down? Do you think Bournemouth will go down? These 6 points, it's still massive because, like I said, we beat Man U, we beat Newcastle, and it was all for nothing. But do you think Bournemouth could still hit a bad patch and they're still in that mini league with us?
No, I don't. I think we'll be okay. I've got to be honest. I think this is the first season in the Premier League. Well, to be honest, even when we had that really good season when Jack Wilshere was playing for
Yeah.
us, you know, I wasn't in this confident mood then. I'm actually thinking we can look forward, we can try and get to Europe. If we get it,
Is it
great. If we
Europe?
don't, I think, potentially, but then again, I think it could be a poison chalice because if we get into Europe, look at what it did to Wolves. Look at what it's done to other teams. Brighton have handled it superbly. Which,
I like the way Brighton are doing off the pitch.
yeah, exactly.
All closely. Now, I'm not saying Forest and Bournemouth must follow because you've got their own way, but the way they're doing, like we're buying players from like South America now, like Danilo, Murillo, and all that, and I like the way they like the players they buy. They know they can find the next step. I'm not saying Forest. I don't Forest do that because like we have to do it with Mangala. We just sold Mangala for like 20, he's gone out on loan, but we've got 30 million for Mangala. But I like the way Luton are doing it. Not losing Brighton.
I've got to be honest.
Do you think Bournemouth will do that? Like look at Slanky. He's scoring goals for fun. Like yesterday.
I think we was linked to Oscar Zambrano.
Yeah.
During the window, an Ecuadorian player, and I would have been all happy for that. The only thing is you need, them to be back up for a while, maybe go out on loan. We've got this network now, but I was all for that. I think the model is good because, and I know this is going to sound really, really, really depressing now. After Brexit, and of course things have been tightened up in Europe, it seems like the prices.
Brexit that comes from this ear, from Alex ear.
Oh no! But with regards to player prices in Europe, you know, it's in kind of inflated. It feels the player prices in Europe, and actually they have to go through the same sort of scenario of getting a work permit and everything. Brexit's just a pain in the arse, but you know, whereas why don't you go over to South America? You find a young player who, has got bags of talent
like we
and
have.
a lot cheaper. Yeah.
Because we brought in Danilo, Murillo. They're still finding the feet at Forest. But has Bournemouth brought any players from like the South American?
we haven't really as yet. Oscar
Mm,
Zambrano was linked. I think we probably will do. I think
mm,
that's a route we'll explore in the end, but I can see why teams are doing it because there's a lot of talent there. You know, you give them the opportunity with, let's be fair, better training facilities. You know, Brazil, look how many times they've won the World Cup. You know, Argentina likewise,
mm,
but you can still say that the actual setup in this country is better for players, you know, from around the world than it is in places like Brazil and Argentina who have done that.
mm,
And because the cost is going to be a lot less than buying in Europe, and of course now there's no difference thanks to bloody Brexit.
mm,
Um, that is, it makes logical sense. It really does.
mm. People in chat, I said, I'll get Craig's score prediction for Sunday's game. I know, I don't even need to tell Craig what's his prediction because I know he's going to say he's going to be like a 5-0 wash and all that. So, but people in the chat, get your score predictions in. We'll just read this question for them. Are you going Sunday, Ben? Keith, am I going on Sunday? That's
Door on
the
tour.
Come on, Keith. You should know better. You should know better, Keith. Am I going Sunday? That is come on, bro. You should know that. I'm not going to respond to that question. Am I going Sunday, Keith? You should know better. You should know better, Keith.
Hopefully it's not windy for you
Again, Craig's bringing excuses in because when we win, you can say, "Oh, it's windy," all that. So he's getting the excuses kicked in over there. Go on, Craig. What's your score prediction? And Jack as well. What is your score prediction as well?
I'm surprised we haven't talked about him so far,
Oh,
but Nuno Espirito
talk
Santo.
about him. Right. I was talking to a football fan, right?
Go on.
And he was just, he was a Sheffield United fan. And I'm saying
Yeah,
the way he played against Arsenal,
yeah.
I hate this word. I do apologize, chat. Low block, really deep football. And he said that, if and I don't want to bring the past. Because if that was Steve Cooper, he would have
Yeah.
got absolutely annihilated for that. And because we can use the excuses for we played Williams, Nicky Williams right wing, Dominguez left wing. What's your thoughts on him?
I think he's a brilliant manager.
Do you
I think
think?
yeah, I think he's a very, very good manager. You know, he did a very good job at Wolves. Um, you know, I didn't realise that Forest have got the links with George Mendes.
You
Marinakis has
jealous?
got his links.
You jealous?
I am a little bit actually. I quite
Good.
like George Mendes to be our
I like to
friend.
hear from your own voice. You a bit jealous, aren't you?
I quite like to be George Mendes's, you know, friend, rather than a foe. So yeah, if George Mendes is around, do get in contact with Areola. You know, we're quite happy to be
What?
friends with you. Um, but personally, I think, you know, the job he's done. I think the way he set out the side. You know, let's be honest, Steve Cooper is a legend for what he's done at Forest.
Mm,
But at the same time, I don't I don't feel it was going anywhere. It was kind of stagnating a little bit.
mm,
And I think Marinakis had to make the change. Let's be fair. I think, you know, I think Cooper had to deal with, because the amount of players that he brought in, you know, the first season was necessity, but again, this season, the amount of players bought in, he had to really learn
It
what his
wasn't
best
all
side
Cooper
was again.
signings. It wasn't all Cooper signings, Craig.
No, I can guarantee it wasn't. It was a little bit like us in the January window last season. You can't tell me that. Well, to be honest, I don't think there's been Areola signings as well, apart from Unal. But you know, you can't tell me that Gary O'Neill knew much about Dongo Watara before he turned up
Who?
here.
Who?
Dongo Watara, are keen. He won't be playing, but he's currently at the AFCON, and with Burkina
Who's he play
Faso.
for? Who's he play for?
Burkina Faso,
Burkina Faso. Okay. Are they still?
yeah,
Are they still in it
they're still in it.
when they're playing? Who they got?
Um,
Please, Ivory
trying
Coast.
to- I think they have actually.
Come on, I'm supporting it. I want my boys back. I want Sangari back. Sorry, I want Sangari
Yeah,
back.
I
Not
personally,
Sangari. There's Bolly as well.
yeah, I think,
He's always left Forest. Just for people know that, but he's left Forest.
but I think the thing is, I don't think there was many Cooper signings in there. I think Marinakis is, and the people around him are very much like Dongo Watara wasn't the Gary O'Neill signing. And let's be honest, Iriola wasn't turning around and saying, you know what, I really like that chap that plays for Bristol City. Um, you know, I do question whether or not he knows really where Bristol is, to be perfectly honest. But um, but at the same time, I think the style that Nuno's implemented in such a short space of time, the fantastic run. I didn't think, and to be honest, he put up a good fight. He put up a good fight against us. I think our game, at the City ground was too soon.
Yeah.
From the time Cooper was sacked, to the time that Nuno come in, you can't judge him on that. You can judge him on the subsequent games, which, let's be honest, he answered every question. So I'm worried about coming up against him in full flow. Are we gonna get the 3 points? Of course we are. Of course.
What's the score? Go on. What's the score pitching? Go on. Go on. What is it?
Well, do you know what? I think this is going to be a tight game, right? I think we are going to. It's going to be 0-0 for long periods of the match, and then on the 83rd minute, there'll be a free kick just outside the box.
He's
Phil
trying
Billing,
yet again. He's trying to trigger me yet again.
Phil Billing will put a nice little cross over to Dominic Solanke, because of course Kiefer Moore's not here, and he'll bury it in the bottom corner. The crowd will go wild, and it'll finish 1-0.
See, he's dreaming again. Chat, he is dreaming.
I wonder where that story come from.
People are like, right, let's move on. let's move on. I'll say, our record against Bournemouth is shocking.
It is, yes. It's a nice place, though, Bournemouth, isn't it?
No, it's not. I don't like. The only thing about Bournemouth I like. No, is the Rock on the seaside, and that's it.
You haven't been to the Camel Bar yet.
I don't like the stewards. Your stewards are awful. Forest fans, if you ever go to Bournemouth, the stewards are awful. Sorry, Craig, but I have to say it. I went there twice.
To be honest, you're not the only one to say that, actually.
The stewards are awful. Quite a lot of Forest fans, we know the probably like, I know with health and safety and all that, but awful. I'm trying to dodge a question what the score would be. Well, it's early doors and that. Bournemouth are on form. Forest, we've just lost a good player in Mangala.
But you've got the manager effect. So I think he's a good manager.
Okay, I'll say my prediction. I'll say 1-1.
1-1.
I want to win, but Bournemouth are just playing too. Anything can happen because, like I said, we beat Newcastle and we beat Man U. No one expected us to beat them, so I'll go 1-1. 1-1.
There could be 2 yellow cards though during the match, couldn't there?
Why you say again? You cheating? You doing it right? People, I've had enough.
We've had the wind. We've had the wind. We've had the 2 yellow cards.
Cheated. Bournemouth cheated, and they always do cheat. And that's the thing. I'm not going to go all the disrespect Bournemouth. I love
I'm
the
only joking.
All the Bournemouth fans just with the wind and all that. Yeah.
I can't believe that day when the wind, was bad. Should have gone to the Camel Bar. You know, to be
Why
honest,
would we go to Canberra?
right,
I'm not. I
right.
went to see
There
the
is
sea and get some rock. That's what
there's
I
a
went.
story round here, right? There's a story round here that, when you go out on the piss, right?
I don't drink.
Fair enough. Well,
I don't
you will.
drink.
You're probably going to be the only person, and you should feel privileged about this. The only person that knows what the inside of the camel bar looks like. Supposedly, it's at a refurb. Nobody will realise because everybody's
I went. You know that
nobody
game.
knows.
You know when the game got cancelled. I went out with my friends Malcolm, Craig, and the rest of the lot, and I was a bit. I did drink as well because I was upset what you lot did.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
so I was really
Here
upset.
we
So
go.
if you see on people, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll do the 2-step. I did a little turnaround. So if you follow me on Instagram, follow me now. It's in the link in the description. I did the 2-step dancing. Should I get a video out now? This is me dancing because I was so cheesed off with Bournemouth. Where is it? Oh, I don't think I've lost it.
I think the
No.
rescheduled game was worth it, though, don't you? I
Oh,
thought
what?
the rescheduled game was worth it, wasn't it?
Never. Never.
I really enjoyed it myself.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
It was disgraceful. Where's my video gone? I don't think I've lost it. No, surely not. But people chat. What's your score prediction for Sunday's game? I think we'll draw 1-1 as well. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Tough game. Where is that? Where is it? Where did we play you? It was our.
It was February 2022 was the original game. And of course the fantastic match was in May 2022.
This is me. This is me.
Oh,
I was in Bournemouth.
look at
JD
that.
and Coke, mate. And I was so. I was really upset.
Whereabouts was that in the town? I'm trying to work it out.
I saw it was Weatherspoons.
The
It was
Weatherspoons.
Weatherspoons.
Oh, that might be the Weatherspoons that's not there anymore.
In no more.
No, no. There's one in the square, main square, and then there's one towards the football ground. Um,
Why is Instagram took my video down? I love that video as well. I'm not deleting
might
it.
be on there. Is it music?
Yeah,
It could be well be that.
this is
You know what all this
Instagram.
is.
You're absolutely disgraceful. Why have you deleted my video? You disgraceful people.
But if you do want to watch a really, really good video from the rescheduled match, everybody, there is a montage of the celebrations post game.
Right, let's go,
Um,
people. We're going now. And
you love it,
right,
really. You love it.
it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on, mate. It's always nice to come on here and wind you up.
You've got people in chat. If you think he's wound me up, he has not wound me up at all. I'm not triggered. I've not got the
He's
fishing
not
flying.
taking the bait, has he?
I've
He's
not
not
took no
taking the
bait
bait.
at all. But people, I'll be there Sunday. Are you going on Sunday?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not going to miss this.
Right. Right. People in the chat, if you know. Craig said to me he's going to take me to. Where did he going to take me?
We was talking about Hooters, wasn't we? Because
Nando's. What Nando's?
um
You
yeah,
said Nando's. You said to
we
me,
did talk about Nando's, didn't we? But
yes.
I think
Craig owes me a Nando's. You owe me a Nando's.
I need to. But
Craig,
then again,
right, people, if you look back on the chat when was it championship days? Yeah, it was the championship days. You said to me,
yes,
if I come to Bournemouth, you're going to send me Nando's.
yes, I did.
Right, that's it. I'm not going to hop on about it. Craig owes me Nando's, full stop. Right, people, as we get going, Craig, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on the channel.
Thanks so much for having me, mate.
Please
Always
do
good.
make sure everyone's going to subscribe to Craig's channel. It's in the title. And before Joe, I want to say thank you very much to Paul again for sponsoring my channel. And like I said, he's helped my channel a lot. The link is in the description as well. And like I said, if you want to email in for any family and friends that's struggling with plumbing or gas, he's the guy. He's a Forest fan. I speak to him most of the time. And he goes to Forest games as well, like me. So please, if anyone's struggling with family, friends, anything, get in contact with Paul. His link is in the description.
He could be very busy after Sunday, just fixing all your tears.
Right, people. This is absolutely disgraceful. Right. It's been a pleasure. Make sure everyone's going to subscribe to Craig's channel. I'll be there on Sunday with the vlog. I do after game review show. That'll be on Monday as well. So yeah, please, if you can, subscribe. If you are re-watching this, put your score predictions in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Craig, for trying to wham you up.
Pleasure, mate. Pleasure. You love it, really. You love it, mate. Mate, you've taken every bit of bait.
Peace and love, people, and I'll see you Sunday at the Bournemouth Stadium with them horrible stewards. Peace and love up the Forest.